Same thing, we can take example like the air. We breathe in, breathe out every single second, every single minute. Without that, we cannot survive. So you see, the solid, the liquid, the wind and the air. Now, on the regular perception, we most of us think that the solid is more powerful, it's more stable than the water, right? And the water is more stable, it's more powerful than the wind. And the same token, it will more powerful, more conceptual. Than the air, right? So that's why we spend a lot of time and energy going up with this pyramid, more and less. But now we observe and see how the energy carried out by all that material. Compare the water, the liquid to the solid. What you see? The energy of the liquid is much more powerful than the solid. You see, we can convert the flow of water into electricity, and you just see a few months ago the tsunami in Japan. A few years ago, you see the tsunami in Miami, in Burma, in Sri Lanka. You see how powerful the water. It can take away whatever huge, whatever big, whatever heavy, and throw out on its way. You see? Now, we go up to the third level. We compare the wind to the first level. What happens when the wind blows on the ground? Normally, we see it very gentle. Sometimes a little bit dust flowing around. But when it really concentrates, you see the tornado, right? Within 50 kilometer diameter, minimum, whatever heavy or big, on the way it goes through, it will throw up in the air like the baby throw the sand up into the air. And the same token, when we compare the third level to the second level, that means the wind blow on the water surface. Sometimes very breezy, gentle, but when it wants, it can create the big wave, 20, 30, 50 meter high. And when that happens, everything on its way will be nothing. You see? So that's why we see how our mind have an illusion on the material life. The more we think it's powerful, and the more we think it's so stable, but the less energy it carries out. But all of that activity of the wind, of the flow of the water, remember, it created by what? The movement of the air. If the air in our universe not moving at all, we don't have the pressure, the atmosphere change. We don't have the wind. We don't have the flow in the ocean, we will have the death planet. You see? So even though we don't see the movement of the air, we don't feel it, but if we don't have that, we cannot survive. And the planet is a death planet. You see how powerful? So the more subtle, the more powerful. And even though when we take in the solid, you see the big bomb or the big TNT explosion, it carry out less energy and only the tiny atom of uranium. You see? So even though when we compare in the material, in the solid substance, we still see the more stable, the bigger atom will carry out the less energy than small atom. And if we take another example, we see how powerful our mind power. We are sitting here. But if you think to your bed upstairs, only 2 minutes maximum. But if you think to London, you think to Paris, think to Dallas, America, to Hanoi, Vietnam, to Shanghai in China, to Belgium, to Australia, to Germany. The physical distance is much different, right? It's so different. But the moment when your mind think to that place, your mind body right away in that place, the people, the scene, the event, all the activity will re-manifest in your mind, and you are in that place right away. You see, it's much more powerful. It goes faster than the light velocity, 360 kilometers per second per hour. But our mind can travel much faster. Why we cannot bring the physical body with us to be present at that place? Why not? Is there anyone have an answer? It's very simple. Because we are sitting here, you are listening to me, but do you sure 100% your mind with your body? See, a few seconds, it's traveling, right? It's traveling all the time. That's why you don't need to be the Arahant. You don't need to be enlightened like the Buddha. You just need to practice very basic method. Bring your mind back to your body as much as possible. Very simple practice.
Difficult.
No, it's not difficult, but because we are living in forgetfulness.
Yeah.
We had a habit to let our mind project out. The simple, very easy practice. Just try to bring our awareness, our mind, back to our body every single time you remember, everywhere. And that's it. When you bring your awareness, your mind, body, back close to your physical body as much as possible. And when you master that, it becomes one, never separate. At that moment, even though you are not enlightened yet, you are not the Arahant yet, you still have the capacity to traveling all around the world with your physical body, wherever your mind thinks to. yogi can do in that. You see, and not only power, you may have other power, what we call supernatural power. Because when we can bring our mind, body, and the physical body together, we no longer living in the duality, right? We no longer live in the differentiation. So everything in the universe becomes harmony at one unit, like you. So your mind now embrace the whole cosmos. Whatever other person think, you will read his mind or her mind, because their mind, his mind or her mind, just a tiny cell of your mind, because your mind are the whole cosmos. The same token for the sound, because when you are living in the condition no longer duality, no longer differentiation, the sound of all of the animal, all of the insect, all of the living being, you can hear and you understand by the nature of that, not by the frequency or not by its sound. So you have a supernatural power from hearing through, seeing through, traveling through. Nothing can block, can be the obstacle on your way. See, so that's why when we know the powerful of all of the nutriment, you will see how can we use our food. But remember, when we talk about our food, it's not only the whatever we eat. A lot, but it's little energy. You see? Maybe you don't have much experience to see this one nowadays, but when you can recall the past, whenever you are in a very hostile condition, very terrible condition, like in the war, like you have to escape a terrible condition. I used to talk, I don't know how many of you already been to terrible war or the condition when we don't have any food, don't have any drink to drink. For example, the Vietnamese, the boat people are on the sea. They have no more food to eat, no more water to drink. Can they survive? The first source of energy, right? They can live. The second, the third level of energy. And the practitioner, the yogi, can do that too. See, we can live food without ring for a few weeks. How come? We have humidity, right? Our skin will absorb the moisture and convert that for our body. In the air, we have only 20 oxygen, 80% of nitrogen for sulfur. All of that, it gets our lung and our body can convert into the amino acid. Either atom combined with hydrogen become acid. Mineral phosphate, the sulfur that still in the air. Yesterday we learned about our body capacity when it had to deal with the hazard situation when our unit it take to convert into whatever substance our body needs. That's why a yogi or person in situation can survive. But not only that, that person don't have an eye to see, or ear to listen to the sound. We don't have any food to eat. We have eye to see the blue sky, to see green color. We can hear the birds singing the song. We can hear the sound, the wave